What's the most adult thing you've ever seen a child do? My 8-year-old nephew Austin stepped up to be the man of the house after my sister Rachel was diagnosed with terminal cancer. She was a single mom who worked 2 jobs to give Austin everything he needed. When she started chemo, he transformed from a typical kid into someone far beyond his years. I noticed it first when I visited them one morning. Instead of finding Rachel making breakfast like usual, Austin was carefully preparing her tea and toast, standing on a chair to reach the counter. He'd set an alarm for 6 a.m. to make sure she ate before taking her meds. The tea had to be lukewarm. Too hot made her nauseous from the chemo. "Mom's having a bad day," he whispered when I walked in. "The purple pills make her throw up, so I only gave her the white ones, and I put ginger in her tea like the nurse showed us." Rachel could barely get out of bed most days. The aggressive chemo left her completely drained. Austin started doing laundry, though he could barely reach the dials on the washing machine. He'd drag a kitchen chair over, carefully measuring detergent and separating colors like Rachel had taught him. One day, I found him sitting at the kitchen table surrounded by bills, his little face scrunched up in concentration. He had organized them by due date, with sticky notes marking which ones were most important. "The red ones mean pay first," he explained. "Like electricity, because Mom needs the machine to help her breathe at night." He'd even started calling the bill companies himself. I overheard him one afternoon, his voice serious and grown up. "Hello, this is Austin Wallace, Rachel Wallace's son. We might be a little late on the payment this month because my mom has cancer. Can you please not shut off our power?" The company rep must have been moved because they gave them an extension. Austin wrote it carefully on the calendar in his wobbly handwriting. He took over grocery shopping too. Every Sunday he'd pull out Rachel's old grocery lists and copy them exactly, not wanting to make any mistakes. The store employees knew him by name. They'd help him reach items on high shelves and double-check his change. One day the cashier asked, "Where's your mom, sweetie?" "She has a doctor's appointment," he replied. "But I know what she needs. She can only eat soft things now and everything has to be bland." He'd become an expert at managing Rachel's medications. Each morning he'd sort them into the little plastic organizer, double-checking the labels. "The blue one is for pain," he'd explain to visitors. "She has to take it with food or her stomach hurts. And this one helps her sleep, but only half a pill or she's too groggy to talk to me in the morning." When Rachel's hair started falling out, Austin watched YouTube tutorials on tying headscarves. His first attempts were messy, but he kept practicing until he could do it perfectly. "You look pretty, Mom," he'd say every morning while carefully arranging the fabric. I started coming by more often, worried about them both. One night I found Austin asleep on the couch, and medical billing book from the library open on his lap. He'd been highlighting words he didn't understand to look up later. He never complained, but I caught moments when the weight of it all showed. Once I found him in the backyard, quietly crying while folding laundry. "I think I shrunk Mom's favorite sweater," he sniffled. "I forgot to check the tag like she taught me." The most heartbreaking moment came when I overheard him on the phone with Santa, really the hospital's charity program. "I don't need any toys this year," he said, "but can you help my mom? She needs the medicine that doesn't make her so sick, and maybe a wig that looks like her old hair. She misses it a lot." Rachel passed away 7 months after her diagnosis. At the funeral, Austin stood straight-backed in his too big suit, greeting people like a tiny host. He'd even written his own speech, reading it in a clear, steady voice. "My mom taught me everything important: how to be brave, how to take care of people, and how to make the perfect cup of tea. Now I'll teach others what she taught me." He moved in with me after. Moved in,